नमस्कार, शुभ संध्या, गुड इवनिंग इंडिया। हमारे यहाँ जब इंडिया की बात होती है और इंडिया के ट्रेडिशंस और कल्चर की बात होती है तो वी ऑल नो कि म्यूज़िक जो है हमेशा से हमारे कल्चर का इंटीग्रल पार्ट रहा है। और उसमें भी जब हम बात करते हैं नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न स्टेट्स की तो उसमें 7 सिस्टर्स के नाम से उसे जाना जाता है और वहाँ की नेचुरल सराउंडिंग्स क्या कहने। लेकिन वहाँ के म्यूज़िक की अगर बात की जाए तो सच मानिए अभी हमें तो ये महसूस हो रहा था कुछ देर के लिए कि हम नागालैंड पहुंच गए हैं, क्योंकि आज हमारे साथ नागालैंड की, जी हाँ, सिस्टर्स की अगर बात की जाए तो टेत्सो सिस्टर्स हैं। अ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू।
Thank you very much.
एंड आई वुड लाइक टू एक्चुअली से कि जब हम सिस्टर्स की बात करते हैं तो सिक्किम को जो है ब्रदर के तौर पे जाना जाता है, तो यहाँ पर टेत्सो सिस्टर्स के साथ उनके ब्रदर भी हैं। मैं आप सबका इंट्रोडक्शन सबसे पहले करवाना चाहूंगी हमारे व्यूअर्स के साथ। वी हैव विद अस Kalvele Tetseo, very warm welcome to you. Then we have with us Mitsevele Tetseo. Welcome.
You.
Mercy, you're also called as. And then we have with us Kuvel Tetseo. Hello, Kuvel.
Hello.
And then Bhasive Tetseo, right?
Hello.
Bhasive, very warm welcome to you also.
Thank you.
So we'll start with your music first of all. Mercy, you tell us about your music first of all.
So we primarily perform Chakasang folk music, which is called Lee. Chakasang is one of the 16 major tribes of Nagaland, and we sing in our local dialect called Chokri. So all the 16 tribes have different dialects, and then among the Chakasang itself we have more than 2 dialects, and Chokri is one of them. And our music is about the people of Nagaland, the simple lives that we live, especially in the old days. Then it talks about the beauty of nature, beauty of women, it talks about our history, it talks about everything.
Beautiful. Beauty of nature, beauty of women. So I'll ask you rather, Kuku, now if we talk about Naga's women, they are quite, you know, brave, intelligent, smart. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, our Naga women are very strong, independent.
So basically the costume you all are wearing, it's quite different. Could you tell something about that? Like how's it, the shawl that you are wearing on your head?
So this is called Damhasekwe. It means educated or learned one. So this is the shawl for the women of Chakasang. We are wearing the red headgear. It belongs to the Ao tribe, which is one of the tribes again. And
And it's been
the
called
earrings.
As well.
We are wearing the traditional earring, which is common to all of the tribes in red. And today we're wearing a neck piece from Arunachal Pradesh.
Oh, great. Yeah. So Lulu, we can see red is very prominent in your costume. So is there some significance of the color?
Yeah. You will find that a lot of people, a lot of tribe in Nagaland usually have the color red.
We are a warrior tribe, so
tribes,
red
yeah.
is supposed to indicate valor,
Yeah.
your bravery, courage.
Honor, yeah.
Even in other parts of India, we have seen red color is very prominent. It's very auspicious actually. In many occasions, they actually make sure that they should wear red color only.
Right.
Amazing. This is nice. So let's come to your music now. So just tell us something about folk music of Nagaland.
Well, folk music is a very integral part of the lives of each and every Naga. Most of the folk songs are work songs, songs that give a rhythm and some sort of order to the kind of work they're doing. So there are songs for every occasion of life, every part of life. They say if you just listen to the folk song, you will know what activity is going on, because so many songs have different relations to different activities. And this is true for all the tribes of Nagaland.
So when was this Tetseo Sisters band was formed?
It's funny because we don't have a particular date
Yeah,
or moment
or a
when we
moment.
decided to become a band, but our journey started in school when we were very young, and
Okay.
we performed a folk song and dance, which we learned from our mother, and we performed it in school. Then our principal said we should do it at another program, and that program was incidentally covered by Doordarshan Kohima.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And we got invited to record a program in Doordarshan, and from there on it just
Yeah, we got
moved on to-
invitations
into
from
it,
radio
yeah.
station and other music festivals.
Yeah.
from there, yeah,
So
it
you
was
all are
not
praising
this.
Doordarshan. It's like music to my ears that yes, Doordarshan is actually doing a good job because it actually encourages people to come and they provide the platform there.
Yes.
Sev, I'll come to you. I mean, we have Tetseo Sisters. So what Sev is doing in that?
I kind of produced the Tetseo Sisters music.
Okay.
I recorded the music in my bedroom, practically,
studio.
so that
Studio.
we could share it with the world.
Yes.
And I tour with them. I go wherever they go. I play guitar for them.
So we have a running joke because when women get married, you take on a different surname, but he will remain Tetseo.
So you have the same tradition in Nagaland also. That once a girl, she gets married, she also changes her surname.
Nowadays, people don't change, but typically they become Mr. and Mrs. the husband's
Yeah.
surname. So I mean, you can retain your name. Some of the tribes don't change their name at all.
Yeah.
But some of the
Some
tribes,
do, yeah.
yes,
It's
they
up
take
to
on the
the-
Mr. and Mrs. It's up to the,
The girl,
individual.
Yeah.
to decide.
Right. So your parents, they were also into music. In terms
Yes,
of
yes,
they
yes.
had some inclination, some interest towards that.
Right.
But you all have come professionally into that. So how did this happen?
When we started, it was just a hobby. Our parents also encouraged us to take it as a hobby, and we are always surrounded by music. But they made sure that we learn something which is traditional and reminds us of our roots.
Yeah. Some that is related to our identity.
Yeah.
Right. So over the years, we developed a keener interest in learning more about our culture and through the music, and of course the fascinating aspects of the fashion, the costumes, jewelry, and everything.
Yeah.
Then after performing in so many stages, even abroad, we really felt encouraged by the response of the people, and we felt that we're doing something right and we should take it up professionally. So that's how our journey into professional music came into it. That's been for the last couple of 10 years. But though we have been performing for almost 20 plus years now.
Really? that you must be playing it for 20 years down the line.
Right.
Amazing.
But our
So-
parents have always been the force behind us,
Yeah.
and they have really been instrumental in promoting cultural music on a professional stage. Because before that, folk music has always been something relegated to a cultural event.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks to our parents and their encouragement and the response, we have been able to bring it forward to different stages.
Beautiful. So just tell me, how do they feel now? I mean, as you all are established now, you're a known popular band. So how do they feel, your parents especially?
So they're perfectionists, so they want us to be like really
Really
perfect.
good,
They want
yeah.
us to, that's one aspect of it. The other thing is, as parents, they worry about our financial stability and
Yeah.
security. But they're very proud of what we're doing, and they encourage
They're very
us. They
supportive,
push us, and they really support us all the
Yeah.
time. Yes.
So is there any such thing, that financial stability that you're telling us about, is there any such problem? I mean, those
For
who
a
are performing-
parent, they want to have their children to have like a regular salary
I know.
package, you know, all those things that
All
come
the
with a
parents,
9 to
they
7,
dream.
9 to 5 job kind of thing, something routine, and they feel that shows can come suddenly and they might dry up and all those things. But we are really working hard to plan our career in such a way that we can push through and maintain
Make
that
a
kind
living
of
out of
make
it.
a living out of it,
Yeah.
which we are now.
Right.
But yeah, so we look forward to the future, more events and more Doordarshan promotion.
When we're talking about music as passion, as hobby, but when you opted for this particular as a profession, then are there some problems, some constraints you go through?
As a country in India, there is a huge trend of folk music festivals or music festivals right now, but we don't really know how it will be down the years.
Down the years.
But and also people feel that folk music has I don't know, a
Limitation,
limited audience. But in our experiences, we haven't found that to be
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
In
There's
fact,
so many festivals
Because
all throughout
you
the
have
year.
performed abroad also,
Right,
you're telling
yeah,
us.
yes,
So this is something really amazing. So you all are holding some instruments along.
Right.
So just tell us about the instruments one by one, if you can actually.
So
I'll start
this is
with you.
the tati, the one-string instrument of the Chakasang tribe. Yeah.
Very nice. And this one is called?
So this particular style is called the Hekali because it's fashioned out of the Mithun horn.
Mithun horn.
Okay.
We have another variety which is made from the gourd.
Yeah.
So that's the traditional tati. So these are both two different variations of
So
the
the
tati.
shape of this one is like horn.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken,
yes,
yeah.
it's a
It's a
Mithun
horn.
Yeah.
It's a horn.
So this is also a similar one?
Yes,
as
they're all horns.
Yeah.
All similar.
So
And they all
decided-
are made of the basic.
the Mithun horn.
Mithun
Mithun
horn.
is like a bison family, buffalo family. So it has a beautiful horn, and then
Right.
that's fashioned out of it. Yeah, it's our state animal actually.
And what about these which are kept on the table?
So these are the krokro. They're shakers. They're made with the gourd and curry. So that's the music thing.
And they're looking very catchy also. Like
Thank you. Yes,
this is nice.
They have
so
a
you
nice
basically play folk music
yes.
along with some fusion.
Yes, we primarily perform folk music. We have been doing a lot of fusion. And of course, we also love to dabble with contemporary songs sometimes. But yeah, primarily we're known as a fusion folk band.
Right. So you're just telling us that you have played abroad also. I mean, so how is the response there? Do you people actually understand? Do they feel the music, or what is it like?
Well, first of all, there is a lot of curiosity because people look at us and they are surprised that you are from India. Then we get the opportunity to tell people that India has so many colors and so many different shades.
Yeah.
Our culture is so diverse, from up to down. You
Yeah.
get so many different varieties. And of course, when it comes to the music, they're very curious to learn more about the country. They come and tell us that they want to visit India and find out more about the different regions.
If we actually have to compare the northeastern music as compared to what we talk about South Indian and North Indian, there we have regular practice, riyas for years and years and years. If we talk about Nagaland's folk music, do you also are into the same practice? Are you all into the same?
Folk music is something which people learn through community work. For example, you're all at a festival and then the elders are singing, leading, and the younger ones, they sing along, and that's the process to learn.
So it's an oral tradition.
Yeah.
Since we'll follow the oral tradition, there's no written words, lyrics. But of course, now people are making the effort to compile the lyrics so that they don't get lost along the way.
Yeah.
Because nowadays we have less occasion to practice. Our process of documentation is now social media is so helpful because by sharing pictures, or we have a blog where we talk about our songs, the stories in our song, the inspiration and everything. So these are small ways for us to connect with the generation now, because our generation is more interested in seeing some visuals, and they want to hear and experience it rather than sit down and read about it.
So you all are holding instruments. So Mercy, Kukululu and Sevi, could you just please play something
Sure.
for us now? Yeah.
Jai
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So when we talk about Naga music, Naga folk music, there is an element of, it's quite relaxing and soothing. What do you have to say about that?
Well, so there are very rhythmic, busy songs, and then there are calming, nice songs, and then there are very sad songs, which will also make you weep. So there is a huge variety for sure.
And it takes you in some other world actually.
Thank you.
Alienated and you are lost somewhere. I mean, and you enjoy it like anything. This is really nice.
Music to me is something that I escape to. I think,
She's a student, so she
Since I
needs an
was-
escape.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mercy, what about you?
Well, for me, if I need to pep myself up, then I listen to music. It's a happy place for me.
Yeah.
Music is life for me.
We get too much of her music.
Great music. Yeah.
In nature, we can feel, we can sense music everywhere. Sevi, what about you then?
Music could be my source of energy, I guess.
Yeah. And what kind of response do you get if we talk about India in particular? You perform in very many other states.
Right.
So how's it like?
Well, we've been so lucky.
So far,
Yeah.
Because we've-
awesome
yes,
response
very
from
warm,
everyone.
very
yeah.
warm response. Everybody has been so warm and appreciative. They're really curious to know more, and they want to know what each song means, and then
The
they want to
clothes
learn
we
the
wear,
translations,
translation.
everything. So it always leads to a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We are surprised every time by the response.
Response, yes.
They always want to learn. They're
Yeah.
very curious.
Good. Though you all remain together most of the time, being Tetseo Sisters along with your brother, but still we can say that as your parents, they also have the same concern, especially girls or women, if we say, they have certain challenges, they have to face. So, would you like to share something regarding that? I mean,
But for us, our problem is less about women's safety,
yeah.
technically, because in the north is fortunately things are much better for women in terms of safety. But we travel a lot, and our parents are always concerned about whether all of us will be safe.
Yeah.
You know, we have to take a flight, take a long cab ride from Kohima to Dimapur, take a flight, change flights in Kolkata, and fly to the rest of the country.
Yeah.
They worry about whether we're eating properly and all those concerns.
Yeah.
the
Mostly.
parents do have their own concern,
Yeah.
but individually, if I'll ask you, being a woman, being a girl or lady yourself, have you ever faced any kind of problem, or is it a bonus? I would rather say.
Yeah, thankfully for us, it's always more on the bonus part, because
aspect.
people make sure that we're properly taken care of. They make sure that we are in the cab, we reach our hotels
Yeah.
safely, we're picked up.
Taxis.
Taxis, people are so kind to us. We have lots of luggage when we're traveling. People are quite helpful.
And in society, if we talk in general, like people, how do they react?
I think we definitely get more attention than a group of boys would.
Yes,
No doubt about
our
it.
mom is a really strong woman, and I think at a young age she has taught us so much.
to be independent
Yeah.
and strong and self-reliant.
We love being a woman. We're very proud to be women.
Strong women.
And apart from music, you all are doing well in your studies, and you are I think you have completed your
No,
graduation
I'm
bachelor's.
still doing my bachelor's.
Okay, you're doing from?
I'm doing my MBBS in Nagpur.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. What about you, Mercy?
I have finished my master's in psychology. from
Psychology,
BU.
very nice. Yeah,
And I finished my master's in sociology.
amazing,
from
nice.
LSR.
Yeah. Saibha, what about you? You're also studying, I believe. Yeah.
I finished my master's.
You're finished?
Yeah, I did commerce.
Okay,
Yes.
so commerce, psychology, sociology, and then MBBS. Complete contrast with the education. So how comes it like?
We've always followed our dreams and our passion, and we've tried to combine the two. So thankfully, it's so far worked for us.
If you have to play in some program today, so how do you decide that these are pieces we are going to perform today and we'll play?
Right. So we look at the kind of audience we're expecting. Sometimes we have a brief from the organizers that this is the kind of songs that they want from us, and we do a little background research to the places that we're going, so we can see where we can connect with our audience better. For example, if it's a Women's Day theme, then we sing songs about women. If it's a birthday party celebrating long life and good health, then we will compile our celebration.
If it's an arts festival or dance festival, then
we talk about
theme.
celebrating women or some themes. So we.
So can we have some piece on celebrating women? Womanhood.
Sure. Rinyelu is a Chakasang name. She's supposed to be a legendary beauty.
Okay.
And her beauty is not just the physical part, but how she's so kind and so nice to everybody, helpful and everything. So she's like the perfect woman.
And women are like that. All are contributing in actually enriching the culture of Naga, especially. So, how does it feel? I mean, you're promoting that, you're contributing to that.
Yeah, that is like really flattering. And
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's a huge responsibility as well, because then we present a very diverse group of people. Because when you talk about Northeast, then there are the 7+1 sister and brother states. Then even among the Nagas, there are so many tribes, so we cannot be like fully representative of everybody, because that will be the wrong picture. But at the same time, when we represent one tribe, we want to highlight and showcase the best part of that. So it's a huge responsibility in a way.
It's like a window actually to the world, that they can actually see what Naga folk music is all about.
We're
You're
trying
taking
our
it out
best.
of India also.
Yes, since we started on this journey and now there's a huge difference in the attitude of people towards everything that's cultural and tribal. Nowadays, everything folksy is so trendy. We see so many people now taking pride in wearing the cultural costumes, because there always has been a huge Western wave throughout the country. We want to go for everything non-desi.
Every college is also organizing
Yeah.
cultural
Festivals,
festivals.
true.
And there's a
folk
huge
music
attention on
festivals.
Northeast also, and for us Northeastern people also to get to know more about the South and North cultures, because there has to be a constant exchange, so that we all get to understand each other better and then grow as people.
If we talk about, apart from northeastern region, otherwise in India, people are actually there come to know about Naga music, folk music. So can we say the same thing about you also, that you have also learned, or you have understand that we have some cultural, variety?
Yes,
Of course.
So what is it like? I
A
mean,
lot for us.
For us, when we started learning our songs, we obviously had to get back to the roots and find out what the song is about, the practices, the traditions that are talked about in the songs. So then when we get to these events and then we meet more people, we also have that curiosity to find out what they're talking about, they're singing about. And then sometimes after a performance, people come to us and they say, oh, we also have a similar song.
Okay, right.
Then we find out that we are all the same. Underneath all these different colors and garb.
Yeah, we all are Indian. basically.
Yes.
Each
And
performance is like
a journey, a discovery again. We get to meet so many different people. Then that
It's a
also
learning
inspires
process.
us to maybe learn a
go
song
back
about a
and
certain
learn
thing.
more about them.
Yeah. I'm running short of words how to express my feelings. It was really lovely to have you all in our studios and the program, and the entire environment is so musical at the moment. I really don't want to say anything apart from this. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you so
And I wish you good luck for your future projects, your band, and your performances.
Thank
So just to wind up, anything, a small piece if you would like to play for us.
Sakatiyo ni?
Ahe da tele, da tele. Ahi, aha hele, hele takatiya, jole reletiya man, reletiya man. Ahi takatiya, ahi, ahi.
तो हमारे साथ रहे टेत्सो सिस्टर्स और उनके ब्रदर। हमने जाना नागालैंड के फोक म्यूजिक के बारे में और वाकई बहुत ही सुंदर।